Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Nah, I'm kidding. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is twitchsopamanxx, and I love to play Red Orchestra 2, but you shouldn't play it because it's too hard for you. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. So I decided to make a... I don't know if it's going to be a short video. I actually have no idea. I've always messing around with my audio settings to try and get this to work, and you're probably going to get a little bit of background noise because otherwise my microphone just doesn't pick up a lot of my voice, or it sounds a little bit quiet, and that's happened before, so I don't want that to happen again. So what I wanted to talk about today was about this beautiful specimen girl and how this girl already won. This is basically, that's it. This woman, her name, whatever her channel, Box Pop YouTube channel, I've never even heard the term Box Pop volume. I haven't read this, by the way, but they found this this annoying woman called Haley Welch, and they did an interview, and she says you gotta give him the Tuah and spit on that thing, which of course refers to penis, as a form of lubrication to facilitate fellatio. I'm pretty sure that if I hover over this, I'm gonna show a penis, so I'm not gonna do that. So there has been a lot of controversy, and everyone's already made a video about this, but I wanted to talk about how she, at least for the short term, she already won. Yeah, definitely that's fellatio. That's gonna, if I hover over that, that's gonna definitely show me a penis. So I'd rather not hover that. I really not want to edit this later. So the whole point of this video, like I said, is to talk about how basically she won and everything that she did. So if you don't know anything about this Tuah girl, she already won because she already made her video, she made her money, she made her podcast, she already won like a lot of money by taking advantage out of really stupid people, and now, well, she disappeared. As far as we know, she's still alive. At least at the time of this recording, she's still alive. We don't know where she's at. But I wanted to talk a little bit about onomatopoeia for spitting or expectoration. I don't know what that is. It sounds nasty. Just say spit on a cock, whatever. Why not say it that way? But I wanted to talk about her and why she won. And the reason why I'm saying she won is, like I said, she became an overnight sensation. I have no idea why. I didn't think it was anything that funny or amazing. Memes, we have gotten to the age where a meme can turn a person's life around. There have been people with memes for ages. There was Photogenic Runner. He was famous for about a week. There were people that were like, I don't know, like the meme of the week. And then after they're done, they just fade into obscurity. Some people try to milk it a little bit more than others, but this is the only girl that I can think of, at least superficially, except for maybe Salt Bae, who was also a meme guy, but he already had money. He just used it to grow a lot. But this girl was just a regular girl who one day decided, yeah, you know what? I'm going to just be this woman, and I'm just going to ruin everything in my life for this. So she quit her job at a bed spring factory, partnered with a local apparel, like earning over $65,000 just for selling a few things about this, like a lot of her merchandise. And I do want to point out before I continue with this that it's so stupid. It's so stupid that people think this is cool or amazing, or that you should buy something because it's on the internet. Like, this really tells you a lot about culture in general, about people. Like, they're like, oh yeah, no, I saw this girl Tuah, I want to buy something from her because he sounds amazing. This is the same kind of stuff. Like, this is the same type of person that did that thing with, like, what was the name of that? Lawbreakers. There was a guy, Lawbreakers. In case you don't know anything about Lawbreakers, there was a video game that came out. Basically, no one played it. It wasn't terrible, but there were people that tattooed the logo from the video game on their arm, and now that the game disappeared, they're just stuck as a bunch of retarded people with pictures of shit that no one will ever understand, and they're going to have to laser remove out of it. It's really stupid. This is the same idea for me. I cannot believe that people would try to, like, get her to be famous, but, you know, people are really stupid, and they will do whatever they can for attention. And she also had a podcast, Talk Tuah, and then the meme coin scandal, which I'm going to talk about. So I do want to talk about a little bit about what happened with this and why I'm making this video. So she made a lot of money, as we already established, by taking advantage of really stupid people in the world that knew about this. Now, how do I know that she's popular? Because my mother and father know about this. My mother and father are pretty old. They're not old, like in, no, they're still spry, relatively, mentally healthy, completely 100% physically active. They're still okay. They still got a couple of decades at least for living, so they're doing pretty good. And I'm happy for that, and I try to see them as much as I can. But even they knew about the Tuah girl. And my parents are very, well, I guess my mother's a little bit more of a Luddite. Like, she uses a lot of hardware, but she doesn't know how it works. My father sends me memes on WhatsApp, so, you have to answer them. It's all good stuff. But then, the fact that my parents know about her, and even though she's been like a figure like for the last, 3-4 months or something like that, I actually don't know when this thing started, but I know when it finished. And then this Tuah girl, after exploiting as much as she humanly could her very fleeting popularity, and Charlie, Moist Critical did a video about this, like, and people were speculating, like, there are 3 things. They're going to release a music video, she's going to sell some merchandise, and then one of them said she is most definitely probably going to make a crypto coin and do a rug pull, which is exactly what happened. So, looking at this and the little bit of research that I did, at least on this part, how did the Tuah girl create a cryptocurrency that lost a bunch of people money? And basically, I looked at this little comment here, which is a pretty good idea. I mean, I already knew about this. The first thing that people need to understand is that creating a meme coin is really easy. Apparently, all you need to do is download one of these marketing applications. I don't know what they're called. And then you go on the internet and you create your own coin. And I'm sure there are like 100 coins being made. These are not... What's the word that I'm looking for? These are not managed by the state. There's no governing entity that can watch them. So you can do whatever you want with this. This is kind of the freedom of the United States, I think, of you being able to create a coin that has absolutely no value. You're creating something with literally no value, and you're giving it value based only on popularity, which I think is the most retarded concept for money. But basically, this person put it a lot better than I ever could. So he says she created one with 1 million coins available, which is the equivalent of stock. And then people who buy meme coins are degenerates. Absolutely, I could not agree more. He says it much better than I could in a much more concise way. He calls them degenerates. I call them idiots, which are like 99.9% of the population of the world. Then she keeps 30 million of the coin and then puts the other 70 million coins up for sale. This is completely legal. Up to that point, it's legal. Then, because of how popular she is, she tells people, hey, buy my coin, and then you can sell it for money. So a lot of people buy the coin, which drives the price up because people are buying it, and then a car passes over, and then after that, she sells all the coins when they are at their highest point, and she ends up making a huge amount of profit. Doesn't matter that she made 100 million coins that were literally free to make. You can make 1 billion coins, 1 trillion coins. All that matters is how much you keep so that you can sell it. So she created this coin. She eventually did legitimately what is a rug pull. And in case you don't know what a rug pull is, I'm going to show you later. Or a pump and dump, which is apparently similar to what they do. Then she ended up keeping all of this money because she sold the coin when it was at the highest and people were still buying it. And then when she sold her 30 million stock, then the price of the coin plummeted. And then she ruined absolutely everything about it for a lot of people. First thing I have to say about this, which I think is important to clarify. This is why I record at night. If I recorded in daytime, there would be a lot more sounds of cars outside. But the thing that's so important to clarify about this is that this woman legitimately took advantage of a number of really, really, really stupid people. Really stupid people. How stupid? This reminds me a little bit of the Luna coin crash thing that happened. If you don't remember what Luna was a cryptocurrency that was stuck at $1, and then basically people started to sell it, so it started to produce more. Anyway, so there's this like classical one that says, I lost my money, I lost $450,000 because I put it all into this coin. Suicide is the only option that this person said, and I assume that person committed suicide. And people right now are going to probably sue the Hawk Tuah girl. I'm just going to call her that because I don't care about her name enough. What was the name? Haley? No. I don't remember what her name was, and I just read it, and I don't care enough to Google it again. So people are looking to sue this girl because what she did, again, this is kind of the hard part to prove, was not strictly legal. What she did was not strictly legal, but at the same time, and this is the problem, it wasn't strictly illegal at the same time. What do I mean by this? This coin is unregulated. This is the equivalent of you lending money to a friend of yours. This is the same equivalent as this. Let me just put it into perspective. This would be the equivalent of you, for example, saying that you have a friend, for example, and that friend goes over to your house and, hey man, and you've been friends for a while, you know, he's okay, he's a nice guy, or she, whatever, and you're talking and he says, hey man, listen, I got an investment opportunity for you. All right, what's up? And so you say, all right, tell me what it's about. Well, you see, you give me $10,000. So let's say all your savings. Let's be even more radical. Let's say all your money savings. So you go, I don't know, $30,000. You have $30,000 saved up. You make about $80,000 per year, so you make a pretty good living. You're saving up money, and you have $30,000 that you want to invest in maybe a savings account, which I think savings account are the safest ways to do it. Any kind of like online investment is always going to be very risky, and people I think don't understand that. You give him the money and he says, all right, okay, so give it to me and I'll give you like a 10% return every month for the next 5 months. And you say, really? Holy shit. Hell yeah. Take my money. In fact, here, 30,000 plus, I don't know, I have 2 Chuck E. Cheese coins in my pocket. Here you go, take it. Now go and invest that money. So the first month happens. And you go, okay, how much did I make? Well, we didn't make 10% profit, but we made 8%. Great. Next month, your money's gone. What do you mean my money's gone? Your money's gone. Sorry, bro. Bye. And he just leaves. And you just lost probably about 2 years worth of saving money, maybe more. Why did that happen? Because, to simplify, obviously, the answer, people are stupid. That's really the big problem about this. People are dumb. People are really stupid. People don't make any kind of accountability of what happens with money. To them, money is a concept more than a liability. They just have it. And they're like, well, I have this money and I want to multiply this money. So I'm going to give this money to this X person because he told me that he can take my money and double it. My money's gone. What do I do now? Now, obviously, this is why there's regulations. Like if you give your money to a bank, for example, in the country where I live in Chile, in South America, if I put all my money into a savings account, which I do, and you get about 1% per month. So that means, and that's 1% over everything that you keep adding. So you put 1%, it keeps adding itself. That means that if you put in $10,000, that is quite literally, how much is it? $100 a month? 1%? Yeah. $100 a month. If you put $100,000, that's $1,000 a month. The more you put in, the more you make. And we also have a thing that's called account 2, which means that you can deposit money in somewhere and the interest rate is much higher, but you can only use it for a very short period of time. Shit, I turned on my air conditioner by accident. It's really hot right now. And here it's not winter when I'm recording anymore. The whole point that I'm trying to make with this is that if a person comes over to you with what sounds too good to be true, it doesn't mean that it's not true. It normally is. But the most important thing that you need to ask is, how does it work? Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in America, if I'm not mistaken, and a very famous investor in different things, he did not invest in FTC, with Sam Bankman-Fried that turned out to be a scam. Why did he not invest in it? This guy's a billionaire. Like he should be investing in this big company that's making a lot of money. Why did he not invest into it? There's an interview on YouTube, I'm not going to find it, that said the exact same thing. He said, I was not explained, or it was not clear to me how they made money. That's it. That's all that happened. Nothing more, nothing less. It's simple as that. He said, I don't know how they make money, so I'm not going to give them any money. Done. And then FTX collapsed. People lost millions, billions, maybe trillions of dollars. They're never going to ever get that money back. And this is from normal people people who had a lot of money, people who didn't invest a lot of money, and they all lost everything. Everything. Because people are stupid. Now, why am I going with this? And I say, yeah, people are stupid. Why am I going with this? For the same reason with this. People are willing to listen to some stupid bitch who has absolutely no background in any kind of investment. She fucking worked. What did it say? She was working in a fucking, like, what? Bed spring factory? She was working at a goddamn bed spring factory. And people are like, yes, this person probably knows a lot about investing money. Like, what the fuck? What kind of retarded people gave money to this person? I'm afraid of meeting the people. In fact, no, actually, I think it would be great. I would love to meet those people. These are the same kind of people that would say, hey, I lost my credit card. Can you give me yours? Hey, here you go. These are the same people that you could, like, these are the same people that got scammed by the Prince of Nigeria. Like, these are the people that gave money to her, are the people that have absolutely no fucking idea how money works. And they have, like, a lot of disposable income somehow because they're really, really stupid people that don't think ahead. And they decided, nah, she worked at a bed spring factory. She quit. She made $65,000 within a couple of weeks. Like I said, she won. She made $65,000. She was probably paid a lot to be in this thing. And, I mean, obviously, she worked with Jake Paul, who's a fucking retarded, scamming asshole and a piece of shit. And I cannot believe that he has viewers or people that are fans, but this just speaks more about society than anything. So then people are like, oh, she made a meme coin. Oh, I'm gonna invest in it. 30 minutes later, shut up. And 30 minutes later, what happened? She ended up rug pulling, or not. According to this, it wasn't a regular rug pull. I think it was. It was just like she didn't tell people. She's like, I'm gonna invest a lot of money, and 30 minutes afterward, when the coin was at its peak, you pull the coin and you're done. I'm going to get to more details about this. Also, for whatever reason, she had a podcast, which is really stupid. And that's all I'm going to research about this because I do not have the fucking power or the capacity for thinking like an idiot of watching this garbage because I'm sure her takes are very nuanced and very clear and very smart. I would never, ever, ever, ever watch this crap. Wiz Khalifa, I know him. Mark Cuban is he's the guy that invests and he worked in a Shark Tank. Dance Moms, no, I don't care who. I don't even know who who the fuck is, I don't know, man. I don't watch TV. I have no idea. But eventually, she stopped uploading her episodes right after the coin scam. She just disappeared. Introducing Pookie by Jake Paul. I cannot believe I would never like. You would have to pay me money to want to talk to this piece of shit. And even then, I don't think I would ever want to get involved in this world. And she made all her episodes. Let's see how many views she had. So, 2.7 views. How many views did she get? You're going to check it over here. She made 11 million views. So, let's say about $50,000 on YouTube ad revenue. And I'm guessing it's something like that. And it's a piece of shit, and I cannot believe that. I mean, this tells me more about society than it tells me about anything else. It tells me that people are really fucking stupid, and they're losers. You watch this girl, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch this, you are a loser. What kind of retarded asshole would ever make this? So then I started to Google how much money did she make from the crypto thing. And unfortunately, there was nothing very specific about it. But apparently, she did make, like, a lot of money out of this. Unfortunately, I can't see. I like that they're referencing CoffeeZilla because he's the real guy that actually deals with this stuff. Unfortunately, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're mostly targeting actual fans who have never been involved in the crypto space before, which is the point that I'm trying to make. If you do not know how this works, do not trust some random girl from the internet who worked in a goddamn pillow factory or whatever the fuck she did, mattress factory. Don't trust these people. You're going to continue to trust them. This is going to happen in the future. This already happened in the past. It happened now. It will continue to happen in the future. Pretty sure that Logan Paul and Jake Paul and all the fucking whatever polls they are, they all did the same thing. CoffeeZilla has done videos about them or how they scam people, and they're getting lawsuits. And this is why I said she won, at least for now. Was Hack to a Girl arrested? No. And this is the problem of what I was saying about fraud and mismanagement. Immediately triggering a sharp devaluation. Well, A single wallet acquired 70.5 of the collective supply and later sold it for 1.5 million profit. So that's not a lot of profit, and I think that's pretty risky. But if you take advantage of it, you can make a lot of money. But this is what it's all about. Just take advantage of really stupid people and then ruin the rest. So I was looking at this, and this is how much it cost when it was made right on the 15th of July, which I apparently this had a coin value here. And I don't remember when she did the rug pull, but it got to, how much is it? I'm assuming that's a Bitcoin total. I'm not sure exactly how this works. I'm not an expert on this. So it started there, then immediately went down in value. Then it just completely peaked in value once again. And then that's when she did the rug pull. And then because she sold her stock, everyone else started to sell to try and avoid losing a lot of money. A little resurgence over here. Then it's gone. It's quite literally gone. So, how many people do you think invested their money? Idiots. Stupid people. And you know, this is why I say that she won. She took advantage of her fans. If you were a fan of the Tuah girl, you deserved to lose your money. You deserved it. Because if you're so stupid that you think, oh, but it's a random girl from the internet, I'm going to trust her. And that's your first feeling. It's like, oh, I'm going to trust this girl. That's the dumbest fucking thing that you could ever do in your goddamn life. The stupidest shit ever. Ever in your fucking life. I cannot believe that you would go from this and then you lost all your money and then it's all over. It's all over. All your money's gone. If you invested $1,000, your money's probably worth like 10 cents. If you invested $10,000, your money's worth like, I don't know, like $1. You lost all that money. And why do you spend it? Because a girl on the internet that has no value and no monetary value said so. So you're very smart. Now, here's the thing that I was talking about before when I said, are pumps and dumps illegal? And the problem is that according to what I read here before doing this video, shut up, before, is that apparently it's illegal, but you need to prove that it was done with the intent of defrauding investors. So, fraudsters keep this up until they pump the price of the asset up enough for them to cash out with huge returns. So it's exactly the same thing that she did. And then they sell up or dump all their holdings once they made a profit. So this is very simple. This is how it works in case you don't know. So there's a stock of a company, of anything. English classes. I do English classes. So you buy into this company. You say, okay, I'm going to buy, I don't know, how much stock do they have? 1 million units of stock? Okay, I'm going to buy 50,000 of them, or 30,000. Let's say 30,000. And they buy it, and they buy it. And because they're buying it, other people see it, and they start putting in their money. And then they say, okay, look, wow, it's going up. So more people are going to be, because it's a publicly owned company. So whoever wants to buy stock can buy stock, as long as you're selling it. So the company keeps selling more. And there's a person that has 30,000 or 300,000 units of stock, and then there's 70,000, the same thing that the person said in the Reddit before. And then you get to this point where the person has already pumped a lot of money, even though people have no idea what the company does. They might not even know, but they're like, it goes up, I buy when it's going up, and then when it starts to go down, I sell. So these people dump all their stock into the market as soon as they've reached the money. So they paid $10,000 for 300,000 stocks, and then that $30,000 became $3 million. So they made a profit of $2.7 million. This is exactly what the Tuah girl did. And then they dropped it, and they become devalued or worthless. And the company that had this is none the wiser. They're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, nothing else I can say. What else can I say about this? Nothing else. Now, again, this is illegal because these are publicly owned companies and they're in a public market that has regulation. Tuah coin, or the Tuah Hawk coin, was it? That didn't have any regulation. There was no one regulating it. So all that means is eventually, oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Our daddy taught us not to buy stock on the internet, especially when it's so fucking lame and all. It's just dumb. There's absolutely no reason to do it. And I like that Coffee Sealer refers to them as these poor people. I'm sorry, I cannot have pity on a person that is an adult, 30 to 40 years old, and they watch this woman and they're like, Ooh, a meme coin. 30. I'm going to put in it. Oh my God, it's going up. It's going up. Oh shit. I lost all my money. So can they sue her? And this is the thing that I was looking at this. Can people sue the Hawk Tuah girl? And apparently, and this is not confirmed yet because of what I've seen, it's possible that they can eventually try to sue her. And the reason why is because she might have defrauded people, regular people, into buying her stock again, even though these people had no idea what they were doing or anything else. So the reason, again, why I wanted to make this video was just to talk about, basically this is just an analysis of people's stupidity, of how internet has affected us. People, regular people, maybe not me, but a lot of people that are like, this thing is popular in this moment. So that means I'm going to invest money into it, because then it's going to go up in value, and then I can sell it before it stops being popular. Even though a lot of people get greedy and they kind of maintain stocks for a long time until they can recover from it. Now, in and of itself, that's not a problem. But if your entire basis for investing into something becomes, this girl did a meme that I personally, like I said, I didn't find it funny in any way, shape, or form. I thought it was like a very brief thing that you might see on YouTube Shorts. I've never used TikTok in my life. I've used Instagram and before, and I've used Twitter, which I will not call X.com. I've used those. But I never saw it until someone else pointed that this is apparently a good thing. And I give praise to her. I honestly have to give a lot of praise to the Hawk Tuah girl, or whatever her name was, because she managed to take advantage of really stupid people in a very short period of time. Relatively speaking, 6 months is on the internet. That's a very long time on internet terms. That is an incredibly long period of time on internet terms. This woman ruined a lot of people's lives for money. And I'm going to be hated for this, but I personally believe that those people deserve to get scammed. But it wasn't a scam. This is the problem. A scam is when I tell you, hey, give me money for this, and I use it for another thing. That's a scam. By definition, that's a scam. This was not a scam. This was her telling people, hey, invest in my coin. People did it. She rug pulled. That's not illegal because there's no managerial body for maintaining your, what's the name for this? There was no governing body that would say, oh shit, by the way, what she did was illegal, and we have a company that checks on that. There are companies, there are government bodies that check on this to avoid people having like insider trading or pump and dump schemes, which is what happened in the Wolf of Wall Street as well. But if you are a single person, and there was a kid also, I just remember there was a kid recently that like created a meme coin on the internet that pumped it up to like $30,000. He sold it, and then he never came back, and he made $30,000, and he took advantage of, again, really stupid people. Which again means that some people are getting a lot of profit, and everyone else is losing money. So if you were scammed by her, if you lost money, tough shit. Tough shit. This isn't like Luna. This isn't a thing. Again, this is a publicly owned company, but in this case, she owned 30% of the stock. She sold 70% in the open market. She bought the third. She just kept asking people to buy it. People bought it, and then she sold it and she made a profit. That's the problem with what I'm saying. At least for now, she has won, because even if you sue her, what are your grounds for suing her? She told you to buy the coin and you did. There's nothing strictly illegal about what she did. Is it morally reprehensible? Yes. Should she have done it? No. Did she do it? Yes. Did she end up winning a lot of money and she's set up for life? Yes, she is. But at the same time, I don't think that she'd be able to go out on the street again, because if one of the people that invested a lot of money into it, we go all like hunting down CEOs on her ass, you don't know what's going to happen to her. And that's kind of the problem. That's kind of a worry that she probably has at this point. So she made a lot of money. She had to sell off all her morality. She's never going to be able to be respected by absolutely anyone else again for the rest of her life. She's not going to marry anyone for love or anything. They're going to marry for money. She's a slut, obviously. And if she goes out walking on the street and if she were ever to meet one of the people that she scammed pretty much for money, even though it's not really a scam, but that she took money from semi willingly, I guess, there's a very high possibility that she's going to get punched out. So for now, she won. She did her thing. She made her money. Just like $1 Million Baby, the movie, when they say you can go make your $1 million and then retire or whatever. But she won. And this time, in this moment right now, she's in a pile of money, probably a couple of millions of dollars that she now has access to buy stupid shit. She can never monetize ever anything ever again. She's never going to come back to her podcast. She is going to get sued by some people. And the real question is, are they going to be able to win? That's really the only thing. So I wanted to make this short video because I was thinking about making this. And I don't upload very regularly, as you already know. The people that watch my channel already know. I don't upload very regularly. But I am going to try, quote unquote, to do it a little bit more often. Because I got a lot of video ideas. I got like 300 or 400 video ideas. I have a big document that has like 400, 500, maybe more video ideas that I've been writing for years about different things. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I wanted to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. This is twitchsopamanxx signing off. If you like video, blah, blah, blah. You already know what to do. Peace out, gentlemen. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.